Wilco on the best waves over Joel Parkinson. Same thing happened with John Florence. Really came down to that one quality wave for John. But been fun watching, and I think that we may be crowning two champions today, one on the Roxy side and one on the Quiksilver side. I can't wait.
But certainly he's on the improve all the time. Here we go. This is Connor O'Leary getting things started nice and smooth as he just banks off the hip of this ride and waiting for this thing to stand up on the inside. Let's see what kind of prospects are on this little green wall through this inside section now. Has a very fast transition on the back end, whips that board into the lip. So many great goofy footers from the Cronulla area that have made the grade on the championship tour.
Take a look at this first wave here from Connor O'Leary. Really a lot of length, but not any massive turns. You know, that first kind of straight up hit and then the carve, and then this wave hoping that it would jack back up, which we've seen over and over and over again. Really kind of let him down. It didn't quite give him that steep wall. He stays with it. Pretty much at this point you're like, okay, it's not really going to happen for me. I'll just have this as a warm-up wave, hail the ski and get back out there. You know, all that distance, you know, just for a three-point ride.
Well, here goes Owen Wright on his first wave. A little caught behind here. He's going to go down with just under 24 minutes to go. Just a 3.17 for O'Leary on his first wave. Well, he reads a tricky lineup. Here he goes, having a look at this one. Let's see if he can tap into a wall that's going to keep delivering down the line. He takes a fall. He hasn't had too many of those. He's really going to test Matt Wilkinson when they meet in the semi-finals. Here we go. Owen looking to get started in this heat. It's been a slow start, and he is going to count this ride as his best. Really starting to combo some nice moves through the inside now. Has a lot of speed as he comes into this inside section and bashes it accordingly. Rivals, but it's just masked. The speed is masked in really good style.
I agree. You see those big round arcs, really jamming it in there too once he gets around the first portion of it. Beautiful finish. So 3 solid turns there for Owen Wright. Had the floater on the outside. You see that whip that he carries. There's that water angle. Just a good read. You can see this wave super clean. Didn't have any wave before it, so you knew that it was going to be green water. Up the face still, you know, but that is what it's forecast for this afternoon.
Connor has picked this one off. Not too much doing on the outside, but he is keeping busy, maintaining a smooth line through to the inside. Just loses his footing there for a moment. Got a little too high above that lip. The wind got hold of his board. Connor O'Leary, the rookie who won the QS last year, put together a great campaign in his first effort.
So knowing that time's ticking away, makes the decision to pull the trigger on a smaller inside wave. Would have heard the score, but right there, how's that back foot completely off and somehow stays on the board.
Ocean might be pacing itself for this next heat, but have a look at this. This is Connor, and a smart move. He knows he only needs a 4.01 to get into the lead. Let's see what kind of work he can get done on this ride. Tagging this wave. Medium-sized score. We saw Owen Wright earlier on really blitz a medium-sized wave. He got a 5.67.
Get this one. It's got a great wall down the inside, boys. It's going to run.
Wow, Owen let this wave go with priority too. Let's see if the rookie is going to punish him for it. He bashes that section. That is a high-impact move. One of the more quality turns of this quarterfinal matchup so far. And he kicks out. It didn't link through to that inside section with just over 3 minutes to go. Owen is going to get a chance to back up the 5.67, but he opts for priority instead.
Disjointed right now. Obviously, Connor getting the better of the exchange. Is that a 4-point ride in that vicinity? Quite possibly. So, you know, with time ticking away, there's been some missed opportunities for both guys. Connor, as I said before, he took that little one, and then a good set of like 4 or 5 waves came. Owen took the wrong wave of the set. Connor wasn't even there to have a choice at him. So I think they've got to sort of get a little composure and just sort of knuckle down, because there's got to be a minimum standard of wave you're going to catch out here, because it's absolutely perfect. No use going those average ones when there's bombs.
Well, numbers starting to roll through with 2 minutes to go, and Conor O'Leary is going to turn the heat with that last ride, a 4.83. Owen Wright, he's now back in second spot. He's at the takeoff zone, and he has priority. He only needs a 2.39. Strong strategies being employed by Owen, and we'll see if he can turn this one into something better than a 2.39, get himself back in front with just a minute remaining. Nice little fin drift there. This wave's starting to stand up on the inside. Again, linking his moves together nicely. He does look a little nervous on this ride, and for good reason. There's a nice turn there. Now starting to find some confidence. Probably aware that he's done enough to get the score. He hammers up into the pocket one more time and glides through the inside. Owen Wright, surfing in his 7th year on the championship tour. And he got the nice finish right there on the inside. That wave just kept reeling off. It just raced across that sandbar, but Conor, he had a wave as well, Pete.
He answered the question, though.
Go whatsoever. Spent most of the year between events last year, Pete, working in a local surf shop. Very grounded human.
Well, this wave did have some opportunity, so he stays with it. We only got the last move, which he fell, so this is a pretty good wave. You know, it's most likely going to better and become one of his top 2. And he gave it his all. It was crazy. Look at this. This is going to be interesting. The judges are going to have a bit to think about. All we caught was that.
He's been so cool, hasn't he, too? He hasn't looked flustered at all. I mean, he looks thrilled with each heat win, but he's just maintained great composure. Here's the replay of Owen's ride.
That's that smooth. He's got such great pace. You know, when he goes up, it doesn't have that kind of speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. It's really nice and easy to watch. Just rhythm from Owen Wright. You get to see, I think, both these waves very similar, and just 2 contrasting styles, exactly the styles that we kind of had identified early in the heat. Just a little bit different approaches.
Well, a really exciting finish to what was a pretty slow heat. Well, the numbers rolling through now, and the scores are in. A 7.33 for Owen Wright. The judges loving his variation out there on the open face. Conor O'Leary, he gets well rewarded as well, a 6.93, but it's not enough to get him into the lead. Owen Wright, his amazing run continues. And now the emotions kicking in.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
That was brutal. That was a brutal.